Why letting go of our idols serves us at a certain point of our evolution as sensitive people. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah, and I help people who are sensitive with their relationships. And today I'm talking about the relationship of idolization and how it impacts our perspective on romantic relationships. We all have these idols and these influences in our lives that have impacted us in a positive way. It could be a fitness guru who has run a really long marathon, or a social media influencer who's built a successful business with millions of followers, or it could be another person, or it could be another intuitive or psychic person that we follow. And all these people have good influences. I'm not negating their positive impact on the world. But the problem is, whatever happened even 10 or 15 years ago, or even 7, even 3 years ago, whenever these people became famous and they did their work to spread their message online, things have changed a lot. And no influencer is really gonna do it for us anymore unless they're very current with the timing and the energy of society that's going on today. And the way we can really empower ourselves, rather than follow, this person who recommends this advice about money, or this person who recommends this fitness routine, we all have to customize our own fitness routine, our own financial priorities, our own business priorities, our own career priorities. We can't really rely on living with someone else's blueprint anymore, because things are too different. And all of these people who had blueprints that were successful in the past are probably out of touch in 2026. So how are we going to create our own custom blueprint to succeed as intuitives, especially if we want to build a business or build influence in society? And this applies to our romantic relationships, because we can idolize those as well when we're in the mindset of idolizing other people in business. We might look at a partner and go, they're already the thing that I'm hoping to become, or they're already a millionaire, or they're already this or that I want to become, or they've already had a child in life already. Whatever that milestone is that we admire, I think we have to let go of all of our sacred cows. In Christianity, they talk about having false idols and don't worship something that isn't valuable. And I think in today's society, we're realizing we had a lot of false idols in the past that are going away. Think about people who were famous even 15 years ago. I can think of somebody like Tyra Banks, who had a documentary come out this year. And what was really interesting was people really worshipped her as being this amazing model. And then this documentary comes out and everybody doesn't like her. It's revealed that she was very self-interested in her TV show, and she even threw her friends under the bus and so on. And it just comes across all like very artificial. And so we realized the people we worshiped were just human beings after all. And actually, truthfully, all these influencers online, they are all human beings who are trying to find ways to really connect with people and grow their following, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm doing the same thing. But we have to realize that our definition of success and what's really going to help people today in 2026 is not necessarily what they were doing in 2015 or what they were doing in 2020 even, okay? Because the world has completely shifted and changed. We all have to find our own priorities. And everybody is so scared of AI, but the thing about AI is it can actually help us organize our mundane lives, set the mundane goals that we need that are customized to our situation. So we should be exploring AI. We should be finding ways to make it work for us. Not saying we should get addicted in long chat conversations with AI that go down a rabbit hole, but we should customize recipes so they work for our specific needs to lose weight, or our specific needs to achieve nutrition, or cut out a food that isn't good for us from our diet. We should be using all the tools at our disposal to find out how we can actually achieve success in this world. And remember that everything in this world is transparent. So anything that you do will be revealed. So always watch what you do. I think celebrities in the past and political figures had the luxury of having some things remain in the background and nothing would ever come out that was negative about them. But now more than ever, more and more negative information can potentially come out about us. So we have to think about our own integrity and the way that we live as sensitive people in our day-to-day lives. Are we doing the right thing? And it's not even so much about right and wrong per se, because it's hard to really say what at the end of the day is right or wrong. But think about if this thing that I'm doing were to come to light to the young generation, are they going to respect me for doing this decision, for firing my friends, because the network executive told me to fire my friends in Tyra Banks' example? Think about at the end of the day, what's going to preserve your integrity, and do the thing that preserves your integrity rather than is chasing dollars. It's going to be really, really important in the future, because everything in this day and age can become documented. And even if people accept the way that we behaved 10 or 15 years ago, we also have to think about where humanity is going and how we're going to evolve. And are people 10 to 15 years down the line going to look at my social media or my videos and think, this person was really on the right track, or maybe they were really off? Because we get so used to our own echo chamber, especially when we're famous or we're influential or we're so-called successful, and we think that everything we do is right because we're in our egos. And actually, that's where it's so important to embrace our sensitivity and realize that life is not all about our egos and we're not always correct. And we really need to reflect on what we're doing and think about, where can I improve? And yeah, it's painful. It feels crunchy and yucky at times to think about, this is where I can improve. It's not really fun stuff. It can be quite stressful. But if we're open and we're able to review what we need to do, then we've got a chance at doing a good job.